Life is a battlefield, constantly fighting our internal troubles as well as our external ones. We have our allies helping us along the way, but they suffer from friendly fire. And all we want is peace. Peace with ourselves, peace with others, peace in the world. Peace. It all starts with you.
Peace is a personal belief, and when you consider peace, you have to be calm, sinful, really still in your mind. And it's an individual quality that you develop regardless what happened outside of your thought process.
I think peace exists between people. So what peace means to me is relationship. If I'm all alone in the world, then it would be impossible for me to experience peace, because I think peace happens when two people have space between them. So peace to me is the space between two people that makes a relationship happen.
Peace means the freedom from stress, the freedom from worry, and the freedom from danger.
Well, peace, I think, is a great question, it's a great challenge, and it's a great opportunity for us. But then I think as we also watch the news and the world at large, we see that as a bigger question, as how do we bring peace to situations or countries or kind of conflicts worldwide? How can we move forward in a way that helps everybody feel like they have buy-in to a situation and that there's not a lot of hostility or animosity where people are acting out on them?
It's a good question. I live in a peaceful community. We look out for one another. But if peace were an issue, I would come together with a few neighbors and I would begin with dialoguing about making peace, because I realized I couldn't do it on my own, so I would really need a team. But that one person needs the help of others. And so I think that I would call together, we could have a meeting of some of the neighbors I would know very well in my community, sit down and address the issue.
I'd probably start with ending all wars, or bringing our troops back home from places like Afghanistan and Iraq.
Well, because my definition needs two people in order to understand peace, so in order to increase the amount of peace, I really have to recognize that I can only change myself. And so how do I increase peace in the world, or peace between you and me? I start with myself and being okay with who other people are.
The number one word that pops up is forgive. So the act of forgiveness, because that then creates a guard being let down, and now you accept the person, and it brings unity among people when you forgive somebody. So if we understand how to forgive and not hold grudges and have open communication with others, that will help us allow peace to enter, because peace needs to have a flow. It can't be stopped.
Well, from my perspective, I think there's kind of two areas of peace that we have to look at. There's internal peace and then there's external peace. And so I think the solutions to those can look a little bit different as we examine whether we're looking for internal peace. I think there's a lot of questions that one has to wrestle with about why you exist, what your purpose is in life, what were you made for. You really have to seek answers in those areas so that you have a sense of peace or a sense of comfort level with your spirit or your soul. But then when we look at the idea of external peace, I think a lot of it comes down to that we have really poor conflict resolution skills. And then those, of course, escalate globally into having differences in religion or politics or perspectives on how people should be treated.
Well, since I believe that peace starts with you as an individual, but yet it only exists between two people, there's going to have to be a relationship. Okay, so my perspective or understanding is that when somebody does something that we call evil, however we're going to decide what it is evil, you have to choose how you will respond. You can either retaliate and come back with evil, or you can recognize what evil is, and you can respond with something that is good. So the only way that I can engage them is by having a deeper understanding of love and a deeper understanding of good that gives it to them, and then it shows them and demonstrates for them hope. So now we have peace and hope and love all coming together to converge in that way.
Try to figure out what the genesis of their feelings are, their anonymity is, and try to get past that somehow.
It's a great question. How do you find peace with someone if they don't want to find peace? My biggest thing is getting to know somebody. What is it they love, or what is it they hate even? And try and come up with a way to speak about that, come up with ways to understand why is it that you feel this way? Why do you feel animosity? And I'm going to be blunt with you. Do you know where your foundation is? Do you know why you're even here? And this nation was founded upon those principles and the leaders we have. So I think if we understand that God is a principle, then we can actually understand how to break that barrier between a person that doesn't want peace with me.
Love.
Love.
Love.